They are erasing their masterpieces. A blinking cursor dissolves into black. The world's greatest minds are vanishing. What happens when your life work becomes a threat? They are fleeing what they created because the digital commons we spent 40 years building has quietly transformed into a harvesting ground. For decades, the golden rule of software engineering was clear. Build in public. Show your work. Share your code. Your public profile was your ultimate digital passport. It was proof of your engineering intelligence. But tonight, those digital monuments are being systematically torn down by the very architects who spent their careers building them. Across the global developer community, a quiet, calculated retreat is underway. We are not talking about simple hobby projects. We are talking about foundational, critical repositories used by millions of systems every day. Libraries that keep financial transactions secure. Frameworks that power containerized, web-scale infrastructure. Suddenly, they are displaying a stark, cold screen. 404. Document not found. These purges are not the work of rogue hackers or coordinated state-sponsored cyber attacks. This is a voluntary, deliberate human migration. The elite minds of computer science have realized a painful truth about modern software development. Your public code has transformed from a career-building asset into an active threat to your livelihood. And the smartest people in the room have decided that the only remaining play is to pull their work completely off the board. It started as a quiet rumor in encrypted chat channels. Then, the dependencies began to fail. In build pipelines across the globe, CI/CD systems suddenly ground to a halt. Critical, highly specialized libraries simply vanished from package registries and hosting platforms. These were not abandoned toy projects. These were the obscure, handcrafted mathematical modules, utility scripts, and parser libraries that form the glue of modern enterprise applications. And they were gone. When administrators checked the repositories of these legendary maintainers, they found no explanation. No grand political manifestos. No security breaches. Only empty homepages. Or perhaps a single cryptic commit message left behind in the Git history. Unlicensed. Discontinued. For years, these developers had given their intellectual labor away for free under permissive open source models. They did it out of a shared belief in technological progress. But that idealism has hit a hard, systemic wall. The developers did not just stop writing code. They actively pulled down decades of elegant engineering solutions. This mass deletion triggered immediate chaos across dependency trees worldwide. Automated deployment scripts failed. Production builds broke. And as teams scrambled to patch their broken systems, a terrifying question began to circle the tech industry. Why would the world's most dedicated engineers choose to burn down their own digital legacies? The turning point was invisible. For decades, the web operated on a mutual understanding of respect. We have the robots.txt file. It was a simple protocol that told search engines and automated crawlers where they were welcome and where they were not. But when the race for generative artificial intelligence began, that polite agreement was instantly discarded. Massive corporate crawlers bypassed traditional boundaries completely. They treated the public web as a giant, free raw material reserve. They did not ask for permission. They did not respect licenses. And they certainly did not offer compensation. Your elegant database structures, your optimized API routes, and the bug fixes you spent weeks of intellectual agony solving were digested in milliseconds. They were tokenized, parsed, and consolidated into proprietary commercial models. Now, those same models are locked behind monthly corporate paywalls. This means developers are being forced to pay subscription fees to receive coding assistance derived directly from their own stolen work. It is an unprecedented extraction of human labor. By deleting their public portfolios now, engineers are realizing they cannot change the past, but they can protect the future. Software is not static. It decays. API specifications change, security vulnerabilities emerge, and operating systems update. An AI model trained only on yesterday's code will rapidly lose its utility as software environments evolve. By pulling their code offline, developers are cutting off the constant supply of fresh training data. They are refusing to be the unpaid mechanics for the machines designed to replace them. Faced with this massive data extraction, developers are no longer playing defense. They are launching a sophisticated restructuring of how software is licensed. The era of unquestioned false idealism is giving way to a pragmatism born of survival. For years, permissive licenses like MIT and Apache 2.0 were the standard. They allowed anyone to copy, modify, and distribute code with almost no restrictions. But today, these licenses are being viewed as loopholes for corporate exploitation. In response, we are seeing a massive shift toward highly restrictive licensing models. Maintainers are transitioning their projects to copyleft licenses, like the AGPL 3.0. This license mandates that if you modify the code or run it as a network service, you must make your entire system source code public. Other developers are moving to dual licensing structures and the source available model. Under these rules, individuals and nonprofits can use the code for free. But commercial enterprises must pay for a license or risk massive, public legal exposure. This is not just a change in legal text. It is a strategic attempt to reclaim ownership over human output. It forces a clear legal barrier between collaborative human innovation and corporate exploitation. If big tech wants to utilize the complex logic designed by independent developers, they must pay the market value for it. The days of free, unentangled corporate usage are officially coming to an end. But the threat goes far deeper than simply training general models. It is becoming deeply personal. With advanced machine learning, code generation systems can do more than write functional programs. They can perform deep stylistic profiling. Every senior developer has an architectural signature: your variable naming conventions, your structural preferences, your optimization habits, even the specific way you handle edge cases and comment your code. These patterns form a unique digital fingerprint. By analyzing your public portfolio, specialized models can reverse engineer your entire design philosophy. They can generate code that looks, performs, and operates exactly as if you wrote it yourself. This creates an immediate danger for independent consultants and senior engineers. If a company can feed your public portfolio into an internal code generator, they can maintain, expand, and replicate your systems without you. They no longer need to pay your hourly consulting rate. They can simply run your digital profile on demand. Your personal style, refined over a lifetime of professional practice, is packaged and sold back to the highest bidder. To protect their unique value, elite developers are choosing to break the mold. They are deleting the samples. They are hiding their stylistic footprints because they know that in a world of infinite automated duplication, your unique style is the only leverage you have left. So, where are the world's best programmers taking their work? They have not stopped coding, but they have completely abandoned, centralized, corporate-owned SaaS platforms. Instead, we are seeing a massive migration to self-hosted private Git instances. Platforms like Git, ForgeJo, and self-managed GitLab CE are experiencing an unprecedented surge in deployment. Developers are hosting their repositories on private physical servers running inside local network segments. They are blocking corporate IP ranges and telemetry endpoints at the firewall level. This ensures that no external scraper can ever view their development cycles. They are utilizing private package registries and secure, encrypted virtual private networks to collaborate. In this new environment, code is shared only with verified, authenticated peers. This is a complete rejection of the hyper-connected, public-facing web. Software development is returning to its roots as a quiet, craft-focused discipline. It is moving off the cloud and back to local machines. For a junior developer entering the market, this shift changes the rules of the game entirely. The old advice of build a public GitHub portfolio is becoming obsolete. Instead, the path to success is shifting to trusted networks, direct technical evaluations, and cryptographic proof of capabilities. You do not prove your worth by giving your intellectual property away to a public platform. You prove it by demonstrating your talent directly to those who respect the value of secure, human-authored code. The era of showing off is officially over. In this new tech landscape, your public footprint is no longer an asset. It is a security vulnerability. If you want to protect your career, you must adapt your workflow to this new reality immediately. First, audit your public repositories. Archive or delete old code bases that are no longer actively maintained. Second, reconsider your licensing models. If you publish open source tools, utilize copyleft or source available licenses to prevent uncompensated commercial exploitation. Third, migrate your personal projects to private, self-hosted environments. Keep your best structural solutions off public platforms where they can be scraped, analyzed, and automated away. This does not mean you stop participating in the software community. It means you participate on your own terms. We are entering an era where the most valuable engineers are those with a minimal public footprint, but a deep, verified network of professional relationships. A blank search result is becoming a sign of elite technical capability. It signifies that your work is too valuable to be left unsecured on the public web. The market is no longer paying for what you can give away to a corporate model. It is paying for the unique, creative problem solving that only you can execute in the quiet, secure spaces of your own mind. The future of technology belongs to the invisible. In an age of absolute digital surveillance and infinite machine-driven replication, privacy is your only remaining leverage. The greatest coders in the world did not delete their portfolios out of fear or frustration. They deleted them out of a profound, cold understanding of the new digital economy. They realized that when everything public is stolen, your true human worth is defined entirely by what you keep in the shadows. Let the corporate model search the empty, decaying ruins of the public web. The real future of human innovation is being written in the dark. And it is beautiful.